I don't know. I just felt like pointing. What's up, Pisces? How's April going? So far, so all right or whatever. It's cool. You doing all right? Oh, all right. So apparently that is the word today for your reading, I guess. Reading over. It's just all right. No, I'm kidding. Let me give you a tarot card. I don't know. I like had a thought and then I lost it. I'm sorry. All over the damn place. Seven of Wands. Usually defending yourself after a victory. I read that as maintaining a victory, even if that means popping somebody upside their head with a damn wand. It could be being defensive, but it's usually like for me, it's about like the Nine of Wands is being defensive and maybe being like close to the end of the battle, whereas like Seven of Wands is maybe you're like just getting started. So it's like about, let's see. You another one with the damn Judgment card. Oh. Maybe you finally got your just desserts. Like things finally got sorted. Maybe you're finally starting to get like job offers or other things. Because like in the past, like the Wheel of Fortune probably spun back in your direction. Like the shit that had you blocked. You're not blocked no more. Spinning again. And maybe that's why you're just like, hold up. Don't mess with me. My shit's back on course. What we're not going to do is like have someone run it. And it's so funny because I want to show you this. It's almost like someone's going in hot because you're getting your blessings. Like you've gone through some shit. And maybe it's like you're finally like, and I read this as like, I've pulled this card before for another time. But this is like definitely coming back from the dead energy, but being called back. Maybe for some people it could be they going back to work and they finally get some money. Or like you finally went back to work, you're getting a promotion. Or maybe while you were like on hold or some shit, you got this additional blessing or something like that. Either way is that it's like people can actually see that you're getting something. Money. That's so goofy to say it like that, but yeah. Who are you defending yourself from? It could be a fire sign. It could be somebody who's full of shit. And I know that you're like, damn, okay, fire signs aren't full of shit and the Nine of Wands. But it's like, could be, if it's a relationship, you could be defending somebody from like, somebody with like hot boy energy, like, nah, get the hell out of here. So you could be defending yourself from losers or people who just want to come in and try to like see if they can get over it. Or you could be defending what you have from other people, but like not in like a aggressive way. You're just like protecting whatever it is. It could also be too that you're trying to hold back from having this kind of like, let's just run in and get it done energy. Or you might be stopping people from trying to rush things. That was a lot. Or maybe somebody just trying to be quick into getting your ass into a relationship. You're like, hey, chill. Or it's just like, I don't know. What is this about? Relationship. They might be trying to either run off with your riches in the form of like trying to get with you and they just gonna run off with your shit. Or it could be that like they're trying to get you into a relationship really quick. Could be that. Maybe you running quick. It's also the Hermit card too. So it could be that like you're feeling that same energy, but it's always good to sit back and kind of find the answers yourself. But I also got the Wheel of Fortune too. So it could be that like, hey, maybe it is a once in a lifetime type of situation. And that's why you're like, yo, I'm just not going to be a dumbass with this. So it could be that. So if it's like a job opportunity or something else, it's like you don't want to rush it by just trying to run in there and I guess just do all that. But at the same time, you might not be letting someone tell you what to do. Or like, I don't know. Like, you know, some people who aren't in charge will run in and try to act like they're in charge. Like, you stopping people like that from coming towards you. Like, they don't run shit. And you ain't got to tell them they don't run shit because they just don't. Like, they don't run your shit. So it's like, it don't even matter. You ain't got to fight with them. It's weird. Could be just defending your overall energy, and that it's like people have what you got, or people want what you got, or they think they do. It's like you work for it. Yeah, all this shit that they just think comes out of nowhere. It's like, no, there's a lot of work. Maybe too much goddamn work. Okay. Maybe some people think you got money, and if you do, hide that shit all. I keep getting a lot of these different pairings with your cards, and I'm talking about. So maybe they match your energy with it, and that's why you want to run in hot, but still don't be so hasty with your decisions until you know what's going on. Okay, let's get into your oracle cards. Whatever it is, whether if it's like an investment thing or anything else, you don't want to sink everything into something that you're still figuring out, like, what exactly is going on. Okay. Might be an expansion of your community or something like this, but this is about multiple people. Five of Pentacles, dang. Is that just like always a fear? Money is always a fear, but maybe it's like being ostracized or just like being left out. People always say left out in the cold with that, but it could just be left out. I don't know. Maybe I just saw like the Knight of Cups popped out. So someone still loves you though, so it's fine. Like, you always, Pisces, you always got fans. You always have a fan. What are you doing? You always have fans. People love y'all. Okay, some of y'all may have been in a deceptive relationship and you finally found that shit out. Or it's a deceptive connection. For some people, it could be that like you were following someone's advice and they full of shit. Could be spiritual path or something that you were like really trying to like kind of be on it or be committed to this like shit. It could be that like you were just trying to be committed to a commitment and like lying to yourself, or someone was lying. Could be just when you thought the shit was back together. Just when you thought some shit was like cool and balanced and on track, something else is behind it. So what's the something else? See. What are you seeing over there? Huh. Okay. For some of y'all, the work that makes you happy might not necessarily leave you rich. But it's like, that's not to say like what you're going to pursue is going to leave you broke or like screwed over out in the cold. It just means like this is like the central kind of concern about it is that. But you see, it might be like you see the work that it takes you to be happy, or you see who you got to collaborate with in order to be happy, or what needs to come together in order for you to be happy. It may not be whatever this situation is. It could also be that like you just see that like there's a happy connection over there, or like a happy collaboration over there. Huh. Oh yeah, the Five of Pentacles would just be that like now you kind of feel outside of what could make you happy, and that damn, well, it is what it is. Sometimes you don't know what you want until you get what you want. And then you're like, damn, I did not want that. But what's the change though? What's this mean? What did they want to give you? Okay, someone who may... Someone from the past, Page of Pentacles, looking towards the past. Someone who like... And maybe you look back on them and you're like, oh, they were so sweet. And they're like, here, I'm going to give you this. And you're like, Maybe what they were like, they wanted to... Okay. So what you saw, Page of Pentacles, what they actually had was this shit. Right? They actually had the world up in their hand, but you didn't really understand what it was. It just looked like a pentacle. So if someone gave you an opportunity and you thought it was one thing, it was actually a golden opportunity. Could also be something that started off small and it ends up being a big deal. The other thing is that it's like whoever this is looking at the past, they're looking back at that. So like they might be looking back and be like, damn, I had some good shit popping. Or like they didn't see that like this was kind of, I don't want to say the end game, but like they kind of see, maybe they see where they could have been if they had just kind of like, say, continued to work with this group of people that maybe you're a part of that group. Or like they see kind of like the happiness that you've maybe built. Or now they're trying to plan on how to like become a part of the group. It's weird. I feel like that didn't really make sense. But actually that would explain why if someone from the past is suddenly trying to like pop up again and weasel their way in that you're being defensive. You're like, hell no. Which, I mean, honestly, make them put in work for this. I wouldn't just trust someone who popped up out of nowhere, especially if they weren't doing a good job to begin with. But if they're shady as hell or terrible, hell yeah. They might try to offer you some big go woo woo woo, but you're like, nah. Or it could have been that you rejected them in the past. Maybe someone you rejected, now you like them. That's some Pisces shit. I was just going through shit. Okay. So working. So chop wood, to me, this is always like I feel like this is like, I don't want to say grueling work, but chopping wood ain't fun. This shit is boring, okay? So it could be cleaning. What? Okay. Sometimes I look at cards and I'm like, that shit don't make no sense. And then it takes me a minute because I'm like, people don't make sense, you know. We don't make sense. What's the secret? That was way too many cards. What's that? That damn song, Working My Way Back to You. What the fuck? No. Sorry. I'm just like, that's so funny. Okay. Let's get into it. Could be you, could be someone else. You're looking at where you want to take this love train on into the future. This could be you want to be with somebody. It could be them wanting to be with you. But it's like, it's going to take work to make that shit happen. Right? If it was you, the secret could have been that you just had a lack of control over things. You couldn't really make a decision, or you were just confused. And like when you're confused like that, you can't necessarily move forward. So it's like if that was you in the past, maybe you were confused before, you didn't know what to do. And there's just a whole lot of shit going on. Maybe you are still working through that. But it seems like once the confusion gets righted and whoever this is able to like... So it could be, hey... Could be my mind was really jacked up. I couldn't think straight. That could be a secret. And that's when they're like, woo! You know, they pop up. Like almost like revealing the secret might release them a little bit. But then it's also Three of Wands, and then, yeah. Maybe you really deeply had them in their feelings and they had some whole other shit going on. What is up with this? Maybe people who have, like, charts that are similar, just all over the place. Whoever it is, they're pressed about the shit. Hey, that's funny. Is it you? I don't think it's you. Is it you? No. Maybe somebody they got to put in work to get back into my good graces. Who was that? And maybe it's like, hey, if you messed up, it's them, or you feel that way if someone like did some shit. Either way, though, it's this Seven of Wands energy. Okay, maybe like in the past that person was just like sometimes people will have like, they need a lot of attention from people, like from multiple people. They don't even be doing shit. It's just that shit in and of itself can be annoying. Like, and I say that as like a person doing videos on YouTube about tarot, but you know what I mean, where it's just like, you know, positive attention is one thing, but some people I just kind of like need it. Maybe you gave them a lot of attention and then you cut that shit off. You're like, bye bye. And now they're like, wee. If it just happened, don't fall for that shit. It could be too that people are noticing your artistic kind of like skill and genius hella late. Like you done already moved on, or like you put in your 2 weeks notice at work and now somebody's talking about how great of a worker you were. And you're like, bitch, duh. I was always a great worker. What do you mean? Sorry, I'm pulling up the last little set of cards, see what's up. So we got the Pig card, we got a younger woman, and they're both like upside down-ish. And the Pig card's about being aware of greed. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a younger person or they're a woman, but they're going to give off the vibe of being like, I get like I'm baby, but they may be full of shit. Ooh. Oh, okay. So people might see what you have, and that might make them a little... like they might want it. It's weird. Like I feel like if people ask too many questions about what you got going on and shit, I think it's weird. If they're offering to change your circumstance out of nowhere with no effort or work, then it's that. But yeah, maybe some money popping up for you, or abundance. It's just like telling you, it's got to be some opportunity that you did something from the past, and like let's say you helped on a project and like, you know, now it's blowing up and shit, so like the little 5% extra that you said you would collect, you know, now that shit's bouncing back to you. Like, you know, you did one thing and now it's like, ooh, guaranteed success is the start. So maybe it's one of those things that like you finally get a success from something that you worked on, or like a passion thing that you worked on. Now your shit's finally popping, but you have to be alert. You have to be aware of what's going on, because you do have to protect what you have. And like, but also just like defend whatever idea you have. Like if you've been in this energy this whole time doing your shit, don't give up now. And if like, because people are seeing you become successful, that now they have a bunch of ideas and shit for you. If someone has an idea, I don't know. I firmly don't believe in giving away ideas unless it's like something that's already going to help someone. But like, you know, people will try to say one thing in order to profit. So you want to make sure they're not trying to do that to you. Because, you know, y'all tend to be so sweet and stuff. And so it's like, you know, there's no such thing as hookups or discounts. You at that point where you can't really do that no more. You can trade work or something, but unless it's really going to benefit you, you got to be thinking that way about your work or your art or your energy that you put towards other people. Otherwise, you're always going to feel like you're on the shit end of things. So you got to make sure that people are like, there's reciprocity there. Otherwise, what the hell's the point? I'm sorry. I don't know why I was just so extra with that though. But I think that like learning how to be withholding will actually help you out. That's it. Sorry, Pisces. That's all I got though. It just seems like I don't know, maybe you're kind of ready and just you're in defense mode, but with good reason. But that doesn't mean that it's a bad thing. But yeah, you work hard. Y'all, you know, a lot of y'all work real hard. You guys are so sweet. So you got to develop that muscle too of like being able to defend yourself in that way from people, especially ideologically, you know. So yes, I think that's the end of your reading for this month. Make sure to check other aspects of your chart. But yeah, like the video, share, subscribe, leave me a comment. Tell me what you think. I'm not even gonna speak on if I'm gonna post more or not. Okay, I'm trying not to like keep accidentally breaking shit or like having something go wrong. So yes, I will be seeing you again shortly, and enjoy your month. Have a good April. Okay, bye.